Testing week. So it's going to be a big week we got coming up, and it's quite different to what we've been doing. So I hope you can watch this video and get a really good idea of how to go about it. So firstly, why testing week? We want to do this testing so then we can see where your strength and where your fitness is at to then inform your future training. We use myself as an example. Since opening here and running here, it's quite busy, quite a bit of time. So I don't train in the classes as often as I used to. And so with my training, my strength has sort of stayed there, but my fitness has dropped quite a bit because, surprise, surprise, when I've got some time over lunch and I can do the session, I tend to find I'm too busy to fit in that last bit of that conditioning, so that I just don't do too much fitness. So I'm probably going to do the 10-minute max cals and not get a great score. And that helps me move forward. I get to go, hey, damn, I've really dropped my fitness here. I might need to work on that. What can I do to move forward with my training and then see results in that fitness? So that's the point of testing week. We want some good numbers so then we can see, yep, that's where my strength is at. And now I know, my back squat was great, hell yeah, but oh man, my deadlifts, I always miss that, in that day of the week with the session, I miss deadlifts, I want to work on that. What can I do? So we do 30-minute goal review sessions with you. Send us a message if you want to book one in. They're free. They're all part of the group membership. But book in with a coach and we can go over, okay, now we've done testing week, these are your results and you want to move forward with this. Let's help you and do this. So it's the point of testing. Now, some of you might be watching this and you're like, should I be doing testing week? Am I ready for that? Yeah, not so nonchalantly. On a serious note, you should be safe to test out your strength. I'll explain how to go about that in a second. But totally, you're ready to test your fitness as well. And it's going to be great to see where your numbers are at. So if you've just started training here, hell yeah, we get to test out where you're at and get some good numbers, move forward. If you've been inconsistent lately, you've been sick, family matters, holiday, anything like that, you can still be safe in testing the strength lifts and it'll be good to do the fitness. So with how to go about the strength lifts, if you feel that your body's not too prepared, you haven't been training consistently lately, go for the 5 rep or 3 rep max that we're doing. You're going to hang back a little bit. So let's say you're doing bench press and you build up to 50 kilos. You finish that 5th rep, finish it, rack it back in, and you go, damn, that was pretty hard. I think if I did 52.5 or 55 kilos, that I'd get 52.5, but maybe 55. Oh, I'm just not sure. Use 55. Just stay there at 50. You don't have to push yourself maximally. You should be safe to push yourself at 90 to 95%. But we don't want to overstrain your body to what it might not be used to. So you can hang back a little bit and have an educated guess. That's fine. And we want to help you with that too. So moving on into the 5 rep and 3 rep max. We're not doing 1 rep max because it's not smart and also probably not safe. So on the smart side of things, we haven't built up in the program to a true good look at 1 rep max. We've been doing a lot more of these reps lately with the programming, and to build up to 1 rep max, it'd be another 5 weeks, 6 weeks before we could actually test that. And we want to start a new program coming up soon. So we're going for these 5 reps. I really like it because it's a really good look at, are you dialed in that movement? Can you repeat it 5 times really well and get some good strength out? So that's awesome to see if you're good with that one. But then also, I've got a calculator attached onto there. It's an estimate of what you lifted for 5 reps, what you could, estimating, lift for a 1 rep max. And we're going to use those numbers. We're going to update Train Heroic with those 1 rep maxes. And then in terms of recording, I'd suggest getting a note on your phone. So then that way you can write down everything like, bench press, deadlift, 10-minute max cals. You can have it all on the one spot. So then you can see those numbers later in the future. Record it on Train Heroic. We want that for the programming, but Train Heroic can be a bit hard to go back and look at because you're going to search up the exercise and do all that, and there's a little bit more mucking around. So make a little note on your phone to track how you go this week. So we use that calculator to estimate your 1 rep max. And if you're not feeling ready to truly push yourself maximally, that's okay. We can sort of guess with an education. So the structure. What your sessions are going to look like. We're going to do mobility, and then the coach is going to explain the block, the test that we're doing, and then you'll do it. The main one with a lot going on is going to be the strength. So with the strength, you're going to have some prep time. You're going to have about 5 minutes. which is where the whole idea of the prep time is. You're sorting out a partner, sorting out the equipment, making sure everything is good to go, have a look at your weights, getting an idea what you might lift, and then you'll start building. So the building. We don't want to go, do one warm-up set and then maximal attempt. You need a bit to build up to. So my suggestion, 8 reps at about 50%. Cruising through it, feels good. And it's just little things like we got bench press tomorrow. So, you do that first set and you might find that the bench is a little bit off at an angle, the bar's a little bit too high or something like that. At that lighter weight, you get to feel it out. And then also you're dialing in your form, making sure it feels good. Then we get into the 5 reps, and that's where you'll probably go, something like 75%, 85%, 90, 95, 100. You're going to build up something like that. And now the idea is we've got a lot of time for you to spend attempting and lifting maximally. You will need quite a bit of rest time in between those max efforts. So I'd say when it's above 90%, have a look at that clock and have 2 minutes minimum before you go again. A little reference point is you should feel good and excited for that lift. If you don't, you're a little bit puffed, you're feeling a bit of a burn still, take more time, rest. And the coach will keep you updated if we do have a bit of wiggle room on the timing and you can fit in that last attempt. Now, if you hit that last, you hit your attempt and you go for it and you're like, sweet, I'm happy with that, that's good. Then go to 8 reps, make it feel like a 6 out of 10. And then you'll be doing that lift, bench press. You'll be doing 8 reps of your bench press, do the accessory, and you'll just keep doing a workout until we're done that block of time on that strength lift. So to get the most out of the session, we want to help each other. And this is going to be spotting, this is going to be partnering up with people. And it's why we've got a lot of time on the block, because there's a lot of moving parts. We want to make sure that you're getting your good attempts, you're testing well, and everybody else is able to do the same thing. So partner up with people, help each other out. If you're a little bit nervous about spotting, please don't. Ask the coach. If you're good with spotting, you can help each other out, then great. If you can float around the room in between your attempts, that's great. The real quick one with spotting is spot in a way that if that person injures themselves on the lift, then you're able to take that weight. So we're going to have 2 people either side of the bar just ready in case the worst happens. I've never seen it happen, knock on wood. But we just got to be ready for that eventuality. So I want you to feel confident in spotting. And if you feel, I don't know if I can lift that weight, grab someone else. There's solutions. We want to make sure that you're taking your time on those attempts too. So make sure you're recovering. And then my last one is noise. Please shout at each other. When you're doing the bench press and you're on that 3rd rep and you're like, God, it's so heavy. It's awesome if there's 15 people around you going, come on, push. It's great. So the music will be blaring, it'll be pumping, we want the energy nice and high for those strength lifts. And then when we do those fitness tests, it's awesome if you're like, come on, keep going and doing all that stuff. So help each other out. Quick side note, I'll be adding the level system onto this post. If you're a bit confused, don't worry. I'm going to do a much more thorough explanation of that level system in a video tomorrow. It's a really good way to see long-term results and to see where you score on that level system. Don't stress too much. There'll be a further explanation next time. It's more for the people that already know the level system and just having a quick resource there. So we're going to have a lot of time and it's going to work out really well. I'm going to quickly take you into the gym so you can see what this week looks like. I hope you like this close-up of me too. Now, for the week, hopefully you can see that. We'll see how it goes. With the week, Monday through to Saturday, bench, 10-minute max cows. Deadlift, 7-minute max burpees. Wednesday, low impact cardio, mobility. Thursday is back squat and then that running test. Friday, we got chin-ups and the 200-meter run, 500-meter row, sorry. And then I wrote Saturday, it's going to be so much fun. Please come to it. Now with the week and the structure, what we've got is we're doing 5 reps and 3 rep maxes. It's going to work out well. For the deadlift, the 5 rep max, it's just, the fatigue ratio is so huge with deadlift. 3 reps will be a little bit safer and a bit easier to sort of go about, right? I hope. So the point of each session, lifting really heavy, and I'm hoping for each day we've got a good block of mobility at the end, and that is so your body can recover well and you can feel good for all of these tests throughout the week. So please don't leave early just because it's stretching. We want to do that so then you're recovering well. Now with the Wednesday, don't just avoid that because, I want to feel fresh for Thursday, Friday. It's low impact cardio, so I've designed it so it's not too strenuous on your body and system, so you do feel good for the rest of the week. So all in all, going to help each other out. We're going to lift heavy, we're going to go hard on some fitness. There's some good recovery at the end, and it's just a whole week dedicated to writing down some good numbers so we can inform our training moving forward. Send me a message if you've got any questions. It's going to be a big old week, lots of energy, and I'm excited. I'll see you tomorrow.